So before I post and record my miserable Eagles video, there was a trade in Sixers land. So I'll talk about that for a little bit before I go back into depressed Eagles fan mode. But so the Sixers have just traded Zhaire Smith, a failed draft pick from the Brett Brown era. He was drafted 16th, 14th, 15th, one of those overall. We traded Mikal Bridges for him, but it did end up leading to get Matisse Thybulle, so I guess it wasn't that bad of a trade, I guess. But in all honesty, Zhaire Smith was a waste. We traded him to the Detroit Pistons, who have just been taking everybody's failed picks, it seems like. But I'm not really complaining about this trade. You really can't at this point. I mean, he was a failed pick. He was never going to do anything with this team, and I'm not really too upset about it. I never had any connection. He was never a fan favorite. He was probably never going to be one, especially after missing his first 2 years. He was out with a nut allergy, and then he was just constantly injured. It was just never going to work here. But the person that we traded Zhaire Smith for was Tony Bradley. He is a 6'10 center from the Pistons, averaged 4.9 points a game last year in 58 games, 4.6 rebounds. He had I guess he only made 1 3 because he made 100%. He was 66% from the field. He's I don't even know what he's really like. Kyle O'Quinn, I guess you could really say. But he'll probably play, if he's even still on this team, the Amir Johnson role. He's only 20. He's about to be 23 years old, but I mean, there's nothing too special on this kid. He went to North Carolina, so I guess that could possibly be an upside, but he's just not that good. I mean, this is a very minor trade. I don't know how much he is getting. I don't know how much Zhaire Smith was getting contract-wise, but at least that failed pick is now gone. I would have rather packaged him in a deal, but I guess nobody wanted him, which I don't really blame anybody. But I'm not too worried about the Sixers right now. I do think we need one more star player on this team, and I'm waiting for that trade to be announced because I do think it will happen. But everybody's starting to get a little antsy, and I tweeted something out yesterday. Last year, during the free agency period, we attacked free agents on the first day. Al Horford. We did the sign and trade with Jimmy Butler for Josh Richardson. We re-signed Tobias and Mike Scott and James Ennis. And we did a lot of things on the first day. Howell Neto was a part of that. And look where it got us. So, if I'm being honest here, I much rather would take our time and not spend millions and millions and millions of dollars on guys like Davis Bertans or Jay Crowder. They're not worth that amount for what this team is trying to accomplish. And what this team is trying to accomplish is trading for another star player on this team. That's what I believe anyways. And, you just can't be overloading the contracts like we did last year with Al Horford. You just can't do it. So I'm glad that Morey's taking his time on this. I'm not really too worried about this free agency period. There wasn't too many good players out there that we missed on. I would have liked to have Marcus Morris, obviously Jay Crowder, and, guys of that nature, but I'm not paying Marcus Morris 4 years for $64 million, or Gordon Hayward for 4 years, $120 million. You got to be kidding me. That is an awful contract, and we can't be wrapped up in those bad situations like we were just last year. So I'm glad that Morey is taking his time. He's the king of trades. I mean, he's going to still move some guys here and there. I just don't know what is in store for that big move. But I'm definitely more focused on the aspect of Morey's ability to trade than anything. But with that being said, Zhaire Smith was officially moved on from today by the Sixers. Tony Bradley is the player that we got in return from the Detroit Pistons. 22 years old, 6'10 center. Who knows what type of role he'll possess on this team. I have no idea. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Eagles recap, miserable game, will be up shortly. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I am out. Peace.